Have you ever wondered what lies beyond hell?
Sorry about that ominous intro, but today I'm showcasing my evolution to the original wide boy himself, Hell Kerbecs. This is Morningstar Kerbecs, but before we dive into it, we have to understand its roots. Hell Kerbecs is a stamina type Beyblade from the second season of the Metal Fight Beyblade generation, also known as Beyblade Metal Masters. Originally released at the end of 2010, this was the widest Beyblade at 50mm upon release. Its width wasn't its only unique feature though. Hell Kerbecs' spin track was Boost Disc 145, which fit into the gaps of the Hell Wheel perfectly for an even sturdier defensive shape. Additionally, the Boost Disc frame was also capable of flipping upside down, but let's forget that mode ever existed. In the anime, Hell Kerbecs, like the name suggests, was owned by one of the season's main antagonists, Damien Hart. As captain of America's Team Starbreaker, he worked under Dr. Ziggurat in an attempt to harness the power of Beyblade in the name of profit and world domination. Truly the most American goal, if you ask me. But despite playing such a pivotal role in the second season of the anime, Damien totally vanishes and doesn't appear again. With the third season revolving around the revival of an evil god of destruction, Nemesis, it would have been the perfect time for Damien and Hell Kerbecs to return. So what if instead of totally disappearing, Nemesis bestowed Damien some of its dark energy in an effort to recruit even more evildoers for its resurrection? Introducing Morningstar Kerbecs, an evolution to Hell Kerbecs featuring custom 3D printed parts. This was designed and modeled by yours truly, but special thanks to my friend Eternal Flame who helped me with the base model of Hell Kerbecs which I modified for this design. Let's get a deeper look at this thing now. Up first, we've got the Morningstar Metal Wheel. For all the other fellow etymology nerds out there, the metal wheel's name is derived from the Latin word Lucifer. Literally translating to Lightbringer, the word Lucifer was used to refer to the Morningstar. And of course, its connection to hell comes from the Lucifer that most people are aware of, the fallen angel from Christian theology. The wheel itself also features 6 jagged points of contact, similar to a star. Unlike other 4D Beyblade evolutions, its mode-changing gimmick is derived from its spin track instead of its metal wheel, like the original Hell Kerbecs. This is Dominus Disc 145, and it's similar to Boost Disc 145, featuring a frame and a core. The Dominus Disc spin track comes with 2 interchangeable metal frames, a defense frame and an attack frame. The core, however, is the classic plastic core from Boost Disc 145. What sets it apart from Boost Disc is its overall shape, its material, and the fact that it's modular. With the Dominus Disc, Morningstar Kerbecs features 4 modes. The first mode, with the attack frame in this orientation filling in the gaps of the Morningstar perfectly, is Rising Strike mode, as Dominus Disc accentuates this upper slope. The second mode, with the attack frame covering the wider gaps of Morningstar, is Wild Strike mode, with its name being derived from the gaps in the metal wheel being more pronounced, theoretically meant for better recoil and smash attacks. The third mode is Perfect Guard mode, with the defense frame in the Dominus Disc fitting securely in these gaps of the Morningstar. As you can see, unlike Boost Disc, the defense frame of Dominus Disc fills the gaps all the way through to the height of the metal wheel. Finally, the last mode is Counter Guard mode, with the defense frame of the Dominus Disc fitting into the wider gaps of Morningstar, giving it a higher chance of recoil while still maintaining its defense. For the clear wheel, we've got Kerbecs 2, featuring a crown-like design which I physically modified from a regular Kerbecs clear wheel. For the tip, I've kept it on the classic defense sharp. With the added metal of the Dominus Disc, let's see how it all weighs out. Looking at just the Morningstar metal wheel, you can see that it actually weighs less than the original Hell wheel. The weight difference would have been actually a little bigger if not for the Morningstar being printed in stainless steel instead of Zamak or zinc alloy like an official Beyblade. The spin track is where we start to see Morningstar's weight start to really pull away. While the original Boost Disc frame weighs only about 5 grams, the Dominus Disc attack frame weighs about 22, while the defense frame weighs a staggering 36 grams. With the frame itself basically being the weight of a metal wheel, I'm definitely going to be reprinting this frame in plastic, just so its weight isn't ridiculously out of control. Because what's the fun of having a brick wall just weight bully all your other Beyblades? Moreover, at such heavy weights, I run the risk of breaking both my launchers and other Beyblades. But for the sake of comparison, let's keep looking at their total weights. Hell Kerbecs weighs a respectable 51 grams, while Morningstar with the attack disc weighs 67 grams, and an absurd 81 grams with the defense disc. I thought I had done a better job hollowing it out, so again, I'll have to reprint this in the future, just to keep its weight in check. But with that out of the way, let's see how this thing does in battle. Since it's so heavy, I'll only be pitting it against other custom Beyblades. Up first, we've got Morningstar Kerbecs in Wild Strike mode, with the exposed gaps against Solar Libra. Fight! If you've liked this video so far, help your boy out in the algorithm by dropping a like and a comment. I'm always taking suggestions for my next custom Beyblade, so feel free to drop them below. Thank you so much for helping me reach my goal of 500 subs. My next goal is 1,000 by the end of the year, so I'd appreciate it if you joined me in that push to 1,000. Morningstar Kerbecs takes that battle 2-1, and as expected, those were some heavy recoil strikes. Let's throw it up against my Angel Beyblade, Sentinel Seraphim, for a battle between good and evil. Fight! And it looks like the forces of evil win this battle, but again, those were some heavy strikes from Morningstar. Next, let's mode change to counter guard mode with that staggering 81 grams. Fight! Unfortunately, this video file got corrupted halfway, but Morningstar Kerbecs makes easy work of Title Aquario in those two battles. Finally, let's mode change to perfect guard mode and see how it does up against one of my most fearsome Beyblades, the king of recoil himself, Direwolf. Fight! The king of recoil himself proves that size isn't everything. In that best of 5, Direwolf sends Morningstar Kerbecs flying in a 4-1. And there you have it. That was Morningstar Kerbecs, a custom 3D printed evolution to Hell Kerbecs. I like to think I did Hell Kerbecs justice with this evolution, by enhancing its aggression and its mode changing spin track. Wherever Damien ended up disappearing to, hopefully he's smiling up at us from the Beyblade afterlife. Lastly, if you enjoy these 3D printed custom Beyblades, definitely check out my channel or my playlist for more. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.